Welcome back to another Lifeless Tuesday podcast, the podcast where we're restarting 10 minutes in because my mic wasn't connected. I hate my life.
It's okay, we can...
How are you guys doing?
Now you've had time to think and reflect, so how are you doing?
I am doing amazing.
And for the deaf people in the audience, we have Kobe here.
They wouldn't be able to hear you say that, because...
I know. I don't know. For the blind people in the audience, there's Kobe. Even blind people can't see him because we have no cam. Well, welcome, Kobe. This is a mess. Why is getting him on the podcast a struggle?
I don't know.
Kobe,
you're a curse.
I just bring struggles with me wherever I go.
Sounds right. Okay, but yeah. PB, how are you doing again?
I'm good. My week was still busy. Nothing has changed.
Do you remember what you did in your week now with time to reflect?
School. Finished project 2, started project 3. We got Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh yeah, and the chair.
Did do that.
And Kobe got his ears pierced.
I'm excited for Zelda, but it's going to be a while before I play it. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Kobe just decided it needed to get bought.
Actually, I can't really say this because we have no idea if it's going to happen, but I possibly need to brush up on Zelda lore, depending with guests in the future. There's a possible hint. Who knows? They might shut us down, but yeah.
Who knows, indeed.
They might shut us down.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Shut us down. I'm just dying to watch Across the Spider-Verse and desperately trying to avoid spoilers everywhere I go right now.
I'm so excited for that movie. The first one was phenomenal, and it did not receive enough praise. The studio that made that is so talented.
It receives...
All the people were...
Yes and no. Because the same studio, they made Emoji Movie right before, right?
True. I mean...
So...
They had a different team.
Oh, true. But, the actual studio, you know what? It's a flip of the coin.
I guess I should have worded that better. The team who made Into the Spider-Verse are a group of very talented...
the people, who... the team behind it. Yeah, the animators and everything. That's my favorite movie of all time. I'm dying to see it. I'm just trying to see when I can. So, yeah. Speed running through more topics. Happy Pride, gay people on the phone. Hello. Happy Pride. Gay. Okay. I'm just giving up at this point. I just showed up, and that's all I'm doing.
Oh, man.
You know what I hate more than homophobes? Flies. I said this already before, but we were repeating. They want to end their bloodline. I hate flies. There's hundreds of them already here, man.
Yep.
So bad.
And
there's been tons of moths, everywhere.
We can't forget that we need to have extra hate for the homophobic flies.
The flies only attack gay people.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. To homophobic people out there, you suck my dick in the most gay way possible. This is a struggle. I'm just gonna off myself, man.
You had your energy drink. Don't waste it.
Don't waste it by killing yourself.
Yeah, come on.
It's a waste of $8.
What energy drinks are you buying?
Yeah, what energy drinks are you
buying? They're
$5. It's like $1. It's like $1.50, $2 at most here.
Well, I'll let you know that $50 American is $70 Canadian. So.
Yeah, to buy a Monster, it's $4.85 here. With plus tax, it's $5. Wow.
No, we have a 6-pack of I get I think it's Mocha Loca is the Monster one I get for a 6-pack. It's under $10 for 6 of them, so it's not bad. It's 8 or 9, I think. I had to check.
You gotta check. We gotta remember the conversion to Canadian.
If we get a 4-pack that's on sale, it costs us $10.
Yeah, but you gotta
think
about
Well, I get the skinny cans also, too, though. There's that, because how you have the thick Monster cans and the skinny ones.
Yeah.
But, speaking of conversion rates, though, this is jumping ahead, but by the time we're recording this, it's been over a year since we did our clothing drop. What the hell? We're old.
It was a W clothing drop. Soon. I still wear the hoodie. It's so good. It's my favorite.
It sucked.
What do you mean? Top text, bottom text is a 10 out of 10 meme format.
I
no
do
one
love
bought that shirt.
We did.
I did, and I wear it.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that you guys did. I remember that was like the one shirt that like no one bought from what like besides like you guys like apparently like what was it? I bought this shirt to support Two Broke Teenagers. That was our most successful one.
Yeah.
Out of the whole drop. I did love the stickers though. That was fun.
Yeah, I would make
Like,
more.
Like I actually sent name dropping a Yugi, Nicola, Nikocado Avocado. Okay, I'm sorry. I sent them like the sticker because they did the fan art and mailed it to them. And like I don't know, it's really cool having like fan art of yourself like physically. It was fun, but I can't believe it's been a year. Like it popped up like in the memories thing on Instagram, and we're old.
Yeah,
that
don't
clothing
remind
drop,
me.
For it being 2 weeks, we did good. But also that okay, we put effort into it, but also solo effort, like the designs. Let's be real.
Yeah. Next
Like,
clothing drop, I'm gonna put my heart and soul into it.
Next clothing drop is gonna make me drop, man.
You actually have an audience again, so.
I'm not making meme account merch again. If we ever do merch or like clothing, whatever, it's gonna be for this podcast when people ask and when we have like people that will buy it. And like I actually want to do it through a company instead of Etsy again.
Yeah.
Because that kind of sucked.
Don't worry,
And I did a
people
solo
buy
drop. I did a solo drop a few months afterwards. It did. I got a few sales, but because you know how Etsy the like hidden fees, all that stuff, like
Yeah.
they have whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Like I literally broke even. That was it. It sucked, man. I don't know. I look back. There's a few okay designs, but I'm going to put more effort in next time. We'll actually hire people.
Yes.
We'll have a budget, but I don't know. I remember the conversion rates. Like we did that whole clothing drop in like a day. Remember? Like we did like we like not an all nighter, but we just like stood up late at night finishing it up.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like it was actually fun doing that. And that's back before I even posted anymore. That was my meme account was dead. Okay. Fire. Has the fire changed since I asked 10 minutes ago, guys? I don't know. Any updates on it?
No, it's still doing a lot better. We've got some rain. Some of the big fires have been put out, but there's still, a couple really big ones going.
Let's go.
But, progress is progress, so.
We take it.
Take it.
At least your country is slowly getting better and not burning down completely. We take those W's. I don't know.
We do take those W's.
Okay. What's your favorite pizza place? We ask this question to every guest.
Don't say
Let's see
the
if
city.
we get through this question without being doxxed.
No doxing.
Or I guess I'm not being doxxed, but still. You just say like a pizza place like where I live somehow.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes away from me.
I guess because we don't want to get doxxed, I won't name the pizza place I like because I'm
You can
pretty
still
sure it's
name it,
the
I would
only
say.
one.
You can name it.
I mean-
Just don't say the city.
It's called Without Papers.
Okay, guys, look up Without Papers, find where they are. I'll have to try it whenever I'm there. Like, I really want to visit when I'm less broke. Podcast listeners, if you want us to do vlogs, get us monies.
I don't
Please,
even
we're
know
broke.
if I want to do vlogs.
Well, okay, maybe vlogs. I don't know. We'll do an in-person podcast. Or something,
Podcast
okay?
episodes in person. We just
We'll do-
record
oh.
one every day. We're set for like a month.
Like, oh yeah, because it's going to be like me there for like a week. So honestly, it'd be probably like 2 months worth of podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, that would be amazing. I don't have to worry about this for 2 months. Nice. It's always like every Tuesday morning. It's like, is this podcast going to be out today? Like just like the thumbnail ready is the time.
That's my fault though.
And when we recorded in advance, I was like, oh, okay, we're set. Tuesday morning. Oh no, this podcast isn't even close to being done. The behind the scenes struggle.
It is a struggle.
But
You don't even know.
I do because I watch you work on it for so long.
You can
Which
be
honestly,
honest, it takes me 20 minutes.
Sometimes it does,
Yeah,
but there's other times where you are chugging away on it for hours.
Which, no offense, PB, but why do you do that to yourself? It's literally like all you have to do is like sync our audio. And you don't. You're doing this to yourself about the background image. Like I said, put a PNG of Danny DeVito, our like like profile pictures, and you're set. Call it a day.
Okay, this episode there will be a PNG of Danny DeVito.
But it has to be like a super pixelated Danny DeVito.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, here. Okay, you know what? I'm putting more effort on you. This time I am making you put effort. Like, your space background, you do whatever. Potato, whatever. I don't know. But just put, put the opacity down on Danny DeVito so he's just, like, there and, like, within the space. Ooh. He is the space.
It is the space.
Just
I can
face,
do that.
Like stretch him out over the whole, like, background.
Suspicious.
Don't hate Danny DeVito. Go
Wait,
straight
you
to
hate
hell.
Danny DeVito? What?
No, I said don't hate Danny DeVito, or else you go straight to hell.
Danny DeVito, he's a national treasure, okay? We love him here. Danny, if you want to be on our podcast, you're welcome. Okay.
I don't think he's listening, but that's just a hunch.
I mean, maybe he is. Who knows? Obama could be listening for all we know. The government's listening to us. Conspiracy theory. Okay.
I don't have anything to hide. What? Do you have something to hide?
I'm trying to think of like something I can meme about you hiding, but I can't think of anything. My brain is like off right now.
That's okay.
Maybe next week I'll think of a joke of something you're hiding. Who knows? Okay.
Yeah, it'll just.
I already said this last. I was gonna say last episode, but last attempt. But Walmart. I wrote this when this is relevant. We tried recording this like. Is it 2 weeks ago at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but Walmart. This was relevant at the time, but I don't know. It was just gonna be how like I went into a Walmart and someone immediately was trying to like sue Walmart because like they claimed they fell, like they did a fake fall or whatever. Like they put a slipping Jimmy IRL. You know, I gotta respect the Breaking Bad fans. It Better Call Saul out there. But so there's that, just like the produce. Like I was trying to get like tomatoes or whatever, and then. As we left, two people were trying to fight, and like they're like walking up and down the parking lot, like even after the fight. And we had to go back in because the jalapeno jar was leaking, so I was just like clutching onto it, ready to like smack someone with it, just knock some person out. So there's
jalapenos.
That. Yeah,
okay,
I got the jalapeno jar on, on the ready.
We've had time for our memories to marinate. Do you remember
any jalapeno juice?
Yes. Do you remember any store stories?
I still have one more, like, if you guys don't. It's not much of a story, but it's just weird.
I literally don't. I don't think I have any.
Do you guys just not leave your house?
No, we do. And this is, like, me even thinking of before I moved here. I don't have any stories.
People in Canada just don't be crazy.
They do be crazy, but in different ways.
From, like, 4 years ago, I think. Like, I'm not going to say the place because this would dox me, and we're not taking that. I'm not getting doxed this episode. But it's not a local grocery store, but it's like there only is like a few random states, basically. You know, like there's only a few of them. But we went in there. We were like, I think like by the meats or whatever, like all the frozen, stuff. There's just some kid being walked on a leash, like a dog leash. Like it was weird.
Oh, that's like normal.
I have a picture of it too.
Backpack leashes.
Yes, but no. Okay.
Oh, I've seen those all the time.
But
if it's like a kid with a collar and a leash, that's suspicious.
No, not. It's like a backpack leash. It's like where it's like on like harness, I guess.
Yeah.
Like on his back, whatever. But the kid was on 4. Like he was like walking on like all 4s. That was the weird part. Like
reminds me of my sister.
Does your sister walk on all 4s?
She can.
I mean, I can too. I think that most people can. It's if we don't. Like, wait, okay. I have a picture. I'll post it in the in the Discord later. But that was like 4 years ago, and like I was 15, I guess. I was just confused. Like I don't know. I think he was like it was like a little kid, like under 10. I think the kid was just he was having the time of his life.
I've seen so many backpack leashes, but not the kid being on all 4s. So
no, like I don't know. It was weird. It was just like a random thing. Like the grocery store, it's like we've had weird things there, but that was just like they were wild. I'm going to look for the picture slowly. Let me find the next topic while we do it. Oh, okay. This is the next one we have in line. Most embarrassing moment. I don't know. You guys feel like embarrassing yourself today?
If I can remember any of them.
I think I've blocked
You've
all
had
of
these
them.
topics for a while.
I know.
I block embarrassing moments out of my memory.
Yeah.
Same. I have 3 though. Like, we'll see if I say them all.
For blocking them out, that's a lot to remember.
Do I need to go first because you guys have none ready? Am I the only one that comes prepped? And I'm like not prepped at all today. I'm struggling today. Okay, you know what? Screw it.
Go tell us your embarrassing stories.
Yeah, I'll give one to jog people's memory. I'm saying jog people's memory like you guys were there, but maybe you get your creative juices flowing. I don't know. It was really just I was like probably like 10 years ago. I don't know. I was a kid. For some reason, like my best friend at the time, like stole a water balloon. I just cried. I was just like, I don't know why.
Oh no.
We was having like a water balloon fight, and I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know what it was. Like I don't know why I cared or even if I did, but for some reason it made me cry. And then like they called my mom saying like if I didn't calm down, whatever, like I had to go back. Like I don't know, but like I always got like not ridiculed, but like made fun of like here and there for it. Like I don't know what I was on, but I guess I was also like 9, maybe 10. So it's understandable, but I don't understand to this day why I got upset by it. I don't know, anything like that you guys could think of?
You were just, that day you were on your last straw.
I think I am today. Just watch me cry.
Uh-oh.
I'm saying like I'm on my last straw, like okay, well, let's hear.
When I was I think I was grade 2. Okay. I really, like, I had to use the washroom really bad. So I asked my teacher. She was like, no, you have to finish writing in your calendar. Because we had to, like, fill out our calendars every month. So we just had to write the days of, like, every single day in our calendar.
I thought you were going to be, like, the schedule, like, of, like, oh, okay. But fair enough.
It was, at least I think that's what it was. I don't entirely remember. But I asked her and she said no. Then I asked her again and she said no. Then I asked her again and she said, no, you're not allowed to go to the washroom. And so then I peed my pants.
Yeah.
And it like filled the seat. And then she walked up to me after my dad had come to the school to, give me new clothes. And she was like, if you really needed to go, you could have just told me and I would have let you go. And I can remember even like as young as I was like, no, you told me I wasn't allowed to go like 3 times. So yeah, that's when
if I was you, I would just like next time you're in the class, I was taking a shit on her desk, like power move.
No, like she was a really nice teacher, but just like that one moment.
Just that day, like
she was just
having
like,
a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Any other peeing your pants stories, guys? I don't know. I did once when I was like super young, like just because like I think I just didn't want to like ask for the bathroom. I don't even remember what it was. Like I was young, but I think that's really the only time I could think of.
I got really.
It wasn't embarrassing because like
when I was a kid. Because the toilets in our elementary school scared me so much that I didn't go to the bathroom. So I would just wait until we got home.
I think it was just like my first time meeting that friend or whatever. And it's like, I don't know why I didn't want to ask or if we were like at a not meeting, like a gathering or whatever. I don't know what it was. But like, I just like, like changed out like when I got home. I don't know, like I don't remember because that was like over a decade ago. But I think that's the only time. You guys have any other embarrassing moments, PB?
I literally can't remember any. I've just been like a super quiet person. There's probably a lot of embarrassing stories, but I just don't see them as embarrassing.
You just block them out of your mind completely. Honestly, don't blame you.
Smart.
I don't know.
I've thrown up a lot though. Like that's what I'm known for. That's what my parents can remember of me as a kid, is me just not peeing my pants but throwing up all the time.
Here's the 6 stories coming back again. I thought we moved past this over the podcast, man. Remember, like, early on, that's all we would talk about. Food, throwing up, and then, like, that was about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had motion sickness, like, bad when I was, like, younger. So, like, I wore those like, wristbands or whatever, like, took, like, a pill. I don't know. I just got motion sickness, like, bad. But, like, I remember I puked on, like, I don't know what birthday it was. But I went to, like, a trampoline park, wherever. That was fine. And like we were in a motorhome. We had one back in the day. On the way home, like I just remember I puked like while we were coming home, like in the car. That sucked. I don't know.
Tragic.
I've done that a lot.
Tragic. No, I don't know what, but I grew out of it. So it was something weird just when I was a kid. I have a few other ones. I don't know. I'm not going to go into as much detail because I don't feel like embarrassing myself if you guys aren't as much.
Oh.
But
do you have more?
Okay. I don't know if these are the most embarrassing, but like, okay, so the memories thing on Instagram, how like it pops up like posts or stories from like
Yeah.
whatever years ago. So I've been getting them more and more since I'm active on my account, and my account's old, so I'm getting those memories. I got one from 4 years ago, like 2019. Apparently, I don't remember this that much. Me and an ex, someone I was with, honestly not that long. We started a meme account together. Apparently, I co-hosted one, and we did for like 2 weeks. It looks like. So that itself, it's like okay, whatever. But no, I went to the account just to see because I was like, how bad was it? When the memes were cringy, but that was 2019 era memes. It is what it is, whatever. But it was just the captions of how we were. Like I was 15 back then. I think they were probably 6. Yeah, they're 16. I think it's so cringy. I tried logging in because I want to like do a post being like, hey, I haven't talked to this person in like 4 years or however long, and we don't use this account anymore. But follow the podcast. But I don't know the email password, of course, and so I did forgot password with the username. I can't see the full email, but I don't recognize it, so I'm pretty sure it went to their email.
Oh no!
I haven't talked to them in years.
Oh no!
I don't know. Like I don't care, but it's just like, yeah, that'd be funny. Just like I don't talk to them, like, or neither of us has talked to each other in years, and then randomly gets an email trying to log into an old meme account or forgot password. I don't know. I'm not going to say the username here because I'm not embarrassing myself, but you follow it, PB. Like I saw you follow it. So if anyone wants to go through like your 900 following, good luck. That's the only way you're finding it. That's all I'm saying.
Someone's gonna try.
It'll be me.
Someone. Like,
oh, okay.
And then I'll expose it the next time.
It's a public account. It's not much to expose. Like, I don't know. I advertised it on my story back in the day.
Kobe, stop kicking the table because every time you kick it, it's heard on the microphone.
I'm so sorry.
I don't hear it.
Oh, I will hear it in the recording.
That's your ADHD or something. I don't know. It's one of your superpowers.
Superpowers.
I don't know. Like always, like the boomers call it like, oh, you're not like you don't have a mental illness or whatever. Like, or it's like no, they say that was autism. It's always like.
Oh
like,
no, that's with ADHD too.
But like I always hear like them like doing it. It's like yeah, some people have crazy abilities, but also it's like you could just have a normal mental health or mental disability. I don't know what like whatever word you want to call it, like in different things. But it's like. That doesn't mean you have like some superpower every single time. Calm down, Karen. I don't know.
No, ADHD is super undervalued as a mental illness in like the general view because like everyone thinks it's just like oh I'm distracted, oh there's a butterfly, but there's like not to like go on a huge rant about it. But
He's gonna go on a huge rant.
There are a lot
ADHD showing right now.
Yeah, there are a lot of crippling parts about ADHD. That a lot of people don't know about. And
it's hard to get yourself to like go do stuff like it takes a lot of like willpower / just finding your way out of it. Like there's a lot that people don't realize about every like mental health related thing. It's just misrepresentative in media, just shows or just is so poorly shown. Like I guess
the millennials
it's all underplayed, and it's very harmful to people who actually need help.
That was over exaggerated too. It's like no, it's either the extreme or it's like oh it's nothing. There's no in between. It seems like because you look at something like 13 Reasons Why, like that was so horribly done, bro. I don't know how I watched that back in the day.
I haven't.
Like I knew it sucks. Like I knew that watching it, but I watched season 1 and. Spoilers for the I don't know. Actually, no one cares. It's 13 Reasons Why. I never watched it, but apparently, like season 3 or whatever. Which why does it have 3 seasons? But
3 of them.
It became a murder mystery like 3 seasons in. This is about a girl being depressed and like killing herself. Where did a murder mystery come into play? Like I'm not watching Clue. I don't understand.
Oh man.
Netflix was wild in back then. Actually, they are still.
They're still going crazy. I don't know.
You know what? Screw Netflix. Hulu gang, rise up. I don't know. You guys have any embarrassing stories, or do I need to say one last one that happened like last week?
My hair choices when I was like 15 and 16 were definitely choices.
Oh, if we talk, we had a whole episode about like hair stuff, but yeah, my afro that was an embarrassing years, not a moment.
You've had some exciting hair.
I did. When I was probably 17. I've wanted to bleach my hair for a really long time. But one day I finally was like, yeah, I'm going to bleach my hair. And I was hanging out with one of my friends. And so,
braided?
no, it was not braided.
Okay.
And so she bleached my hair. And she had no experience ever dyeing hair or bleaching hair before. So we bleach it, and she missed like a bunch of my hair. So there's a bunch of my hair. So
it's like super like patchy, like the color.
Yeah, well, like she missed like a whole like part of my head. So I had like bleach blonde like top, and then like it was like really orangey. It came out awful. So we ran to Walmart to get hair dye. And
Walmart story coming in clutch this time.
Together we came up with the idea to go red instead of just dyeing it back brown and being done with the problem.
Yeah, that probably would have been smarter.
So we went red, and it looked okay when it was wet. And then it dried, and it looked like crusty clown red hair on top of my head. And I was an abomination. And I had to go to work the next day. And everyone just looked at me like I was deranged. And
I would have got a wig, man.
Yeah, well, I had to go get like a $400 hair fix.
Oh, God. No, I've never dyed my hair. I want to, but I'm doing all the research for it beforehand, man.
Yeah, it's smart to figure out what is possible.
What about your license plate photo?
We're not going to talk about that. That's a big L.
We're talking about hair and then like license plate. You what?
His license plate picture?
You mean license picture, not license plate?
You mean driver's license?
Driver's license, that's the one.
I thought you were just like, I was like, what's our hit and run? You're trying to run someone's plates? What happened?
Yeah. No. His driver's license picture.
Oh, you want me to?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Is that all?
You were the one that decided to have that hairstyle.
Okay, so, like,
you got it.
Early 2016, 2017, there was like, like the undercut style where you like undercut your hair and then push it all to one side, right? Like that was.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
That was a really popular style. But I have curly hair, right? So my hair doesn't lay flat. It gets really poofy. So like it works really well for curly hair when you have shorter curly hair, because then it's just, curly. But I grew out my hair
is like
all the way down to my chin, right?
Oh, God.
And I always just pushed it to one side because, parting your hair, who does that? Low-key, though, when I grow out my hair and part it in the middle, it actually looks really good. So I was just dumb. Anyways, so I have it all pushed to the side. And so my head is just this giant lopsided, abomination. So, like, I have, like, this giant hair poof.
He kept the sides, like, completely buzzed.
Yeah, it was, like, completely buzzed. And then there was, like, 2 inches of hair coming off of the top of my head. That was just like 2 inches from like one side of my head to the bottom, and then just bald around the other side. It was awful.
I'm so glad
like
my
an
ID
anime
pictures.
Yeah, I look
my
like
ID picture is actually good.
Like the anime character that dies first because nobody likes them.
Little fan, like the most hated character of the anime. Oh, God, no. I made sure that I looked decent for my ID just because I was like, I do not want to look horrible. I do not want to. I made sure of it. I also have McLovin ID, which McLovin, he'd be stylish, I just have an ID on my desk still. I think I talked about this in like episode 1.
You did.
When we talked about what we have on our desk. Throwback for the 2 people who listened. I don't know. Okay, the last embarrassing story. Like, this one was just, like, I knew. It was just embarrassing because I missaid something because I was like really tired. So me and my sister, we not even like saying we're strained, whatever, but we just don't talk tons. She lives like across the country, but we'll call on random occasions, whatever. She called, told me how she has a husband now, all that. Said how I have like a brother-in-law. So okay, whatever. I heard about it like beforehand because she posted about it. I heard from family, but me being like I just got it from a nap, I believe, or I was like super tired and hadn't napped yet. This a few weeks ago. And me, I knew what she meant, but I asked it like she was pregnant. I was like, oh, when is it due? Just like being so like out of it. I don't think she realized because like, I think she was talking a little bit. So it might sound like, when did you do it? Or it might sound like something like that. So she said when they got married. But bro, I was just so embarrassed like right after the call because my wording got so messed up. Like, oh, you're pregnant. Like, no. Like, I needed sleep, man.
I have that where I say the wrong things all the time. Yesterday, we went to Safeway to pick up some stuff, and Kobe wanted donuts, and I was like, okay, well, let's go get donuts then. And there were no donuts at Safeway, so
which was a tragedy, by the way.
National tragedy.
He was in shambles, and I was like, I gotta diffuse the situation. We gotta solve this problem. So I looked at him and I was like, do you want a deep dish pizza? And I was meaning the deep and delicious cake. And oh man, totally said that with full confidence.
Okay, you know what? It's not even the podcast that comes out of you. You just had to talk about pizza at any moment in your life you can.
I was trying for the cake. He understood what I was saying, so that's good.
He understands your.
I called
whatever it is.
She failed successfully.
No, I called it a deep dish pizza twice. Twice.
Oh god. At least you didn't call it a dishwasher. You want a deep dishwasher? No.
Yeah.
You know, like, but usually I'm not too bad with it. But I was just so out of it that I was like, well, wait, when does it do? Like, I knew what she meant too. My brain did not process it. It was just awkward for me.
Relatable.
Let's see what else happened. Here, this one I'm excited for because you mentioned something about it. You guys play any sports growing up, or I don't know, like you want to talk about that? I played no sports growing up at all.
Scoot your butt.
I did not play sports growing up either.
Yeah, you did.
What did I play?
I've been waiting for the story, and we need to hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, I forgot that it's considered a sport. I fenced growing up for like a year.
I don't know why I was expecting something way worse. I don't know. I thought you were going to say like he was like one of those like wrestlers, like that where it just looked like so.
My
weird,
friends wrestled, but I did not.
You did fencing.
Yeah, I fenced.
It looks like so not safe for work, to say the least. It's like watching any like high school wrestling video. It's concerning.
No,
that's not that bad.
No,
I was expecting worse.
They wrestled, and when we would hang out and just do stuff, sometimes they would just like start wrestling each other, and then they'd throw me into it, and it was not it. I mean, to be fair, they would throw me into it, but I'd beat them because skinny power, I guess. I literally am 6 foot and I'm like 140
We weigh
pounds.
the same.
So
I'm a foot shorter.
I'm
than
a
you.
bean, and I would out wrestle them, but I don't know how.
No, I was like I like watching a few sports, but I've never been really a big sports person. Like the only when I was watching UFC last night. I love UFC when I do watch it. Football's okay if I am in the mood for it, and baseball. That's about all I care for. And hockey looks cool, but I never watch it. That's like my extent.
I don't like hockey.
I
There's too many hockey boys in our province, and they've destroyed the sport completely.
I don't know.
It
just looks like an interesting sport to watch.
I
don't get how people like watch like every single game of a sport, but I'll watch like a UFC night or whatever just if I'm bored or like want to. But that's about it. Yeah.
I'll watch a rugby game because those are epic, and I played rugby in high school, so I know how the rules work. And it's more entertaining and polite than football is. Football is heinous. Rugby is the Canadian version of football, I guess.
Honestly, I wouldn't watch like the Super Bowl. Like I don't know. I'm always curious for the halftime, but football is fun. But I don't get how people are diehard for it.
Yeah,
I think we could. Everyone can agree. Golf is like the worst sport ever to watch. It is horrible to watch.
Oh yeah, my dad watches golf all the time. It is so boring. It's really fun to play though. I like golfing.
I like mini golf, and I've never been golfing, but it looks fun enough. But I'd rather go watch paint dry than watch a golf match. I don't get it at all.
I actually love golfing, like with my dad, and when we were back home with like our friends, that was really fun.
Golfing with people you like is
pretty
fun.
good at golf, so.
I want to go to a driving range, like up here. It sounds fun. I really need to see what I even have up here because there's one golf course I think, like somewhat close to me. I have to look it up.
Come to Canada and I'll take you. The driving range is so fun.
Podcast listeners, again, get us monies. We need monies to travel. You will get content.
I will post Dylan's golfing swings.
That's the most niche thing you could. Okay,
Ouch.
it'd be on the Patreon. I don't know.
Yeah. We don't even have one.
Then our future Patreon. I don't know. Did you play any other sports? Besides rugby though, growing up, or?
Yeah, I played basketball when I was a kid. I played triple ball in elementary school, which was like a watered down version of volleyball.
Okay.
But I stopped playing it because all of the popular girls were being mean to me. So.
Sounds like high school.
Yep, sounds about right. And I played soccer as a kid, but everybody plays soccer as a kid.
Actually, I was about ready to say something, but I don't want to dox people's real life names, so yeah, or my name. All I will say is like, one of my names, like actually Dylan is known, but middle or last name, who knows? It's the same name as like a famous soccer player or football for everyone else in the world. So I don't know.
Fancy.
Actually, yeah. Do you call it soccer or football out there?
We call it soccer, but in my opinion, football makes more sense.
I would also
think
that football makes a lot more sense for soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm learning Spanish, so like I use both depending, but I call it soccer just because American football, it's easier to have it less confusing. But I get both, out here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any other sports stories? Anything interesting? Ever break a kid's rib tackling them? I don't know. Any spicy stories?
Oh no, actually, rugby is you don't have like any protective gear on. That's because we tackle properly. No, it's because we tackle properly. In football, they just tell you to go like run into the person, but in rugby, there's
you just
technique
tackle
to
them however.
Yeah, in rugby, there's a safe technique to tackle, and you actually practice it before you even go into a game.
Honestly, I'm convinced UFC
really
is safer than football at this point. Like, there has to be more rules and regulations for UFC than football.
And you also practice falling. I was really good at the falling thing and passing the ball.
Oh, really? Yeah, I wouldn't think you would do it for, like, rugby. Because I know you always have to practice falling for, like, gymnast stuff, which makes sense, on those mats or whatever. But I wouldn't think for other sports.
In rugby, there's a certain way you have to fall if you want the ball to go to your team members. If you fall the other way, it goes to the other team. And I was really good at falling.
Like, I thought you meant more, like, just for, like, not hurting yourself. Because, like,
that
for gymnasts. Too. But, like, I know you have to have it perfected just so, like, you don't hurt yourself horribly, like, when, like, bailing, off something. But that makes sense.
It's a combined work. You got to make sure that when the person is tackling you, you fall properly so you don't get a cleat in the head or something. Because that hurts. Yeah. That hurts.
That's a concussion waiting to happen.
Yeah. And we've only had one almost concussion in the, 2 years I played rugby. So that's, how safe the tackling is.
Yeah, that's way better than,
football.
Not even, professional football, just high school football.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, middle school football is probably still more dangerous than that.
Yeah, and that's, that was out of all of the teams and people we played against.
The league or whatever.
There was only one time someone had to get switched out because of injury, and they were on our team, and it was an almost concussion. But that was it. So.
Oh, that's not that bad, yeah. I've never watched rugby at all, though. I don't know much about the sport, if I'm being real.
It's really polite. You don't get, trash talking it or anything, and it actually, you can get kicked off the, field if you're being mean.
I'm thinking of the South Park episode. I don't think you watched it, but there's an episode where Randy, he was tired of, how, or I forget exactly, but it was talking about how, so many injuries were happening in football, so he made sarcastic ball where, you had to be nice to everyone, and you threw a balloon around instead. It was funny. It was just trying to, make the most safe version of football ever.
Yeah.
And, people loved it somehow, even though, he hated it the whole time. But no, that seems cool. I want to get into sports, more, but also I never will get into, being, a heavy, sports bro person. I hate those.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind learning some sports casually and playing with friends. That looks fun. Just getting out there and being fit, I guess. Kind of just working out in a sense, But, okay.
We support
here's another
fitness
question.
Here.
Yes, even though, I need to up my, how many workouts I'm doing. But I'm staying consistent. Since I mentioned it, I have not missed any days, I don't think. But I'm starting off very slow and like I'm working my way up. But it's a start. I'll take it.
Yes.
What superpower would you want? I don't know. That's a very basic question, but we have it here.
I thought about this a lot.
Oh.
Okay.
The ability to read minds.
I have 4 here.
Because-
That I agree. Yeah.
Because if you can read people's minds, there's like almost nothing you can't get away with. Because in any given situation, you can read their mind and figure out exactly what answer they want from you to get away with.
Yeah, you could know the right thing to say, and like you could sneak your way up into like high positions easily.
Yeah.
Just meet someone, get a connection. Yeah,
And
it would definitely be easy.
And then at the same time, you'd be completely anonymous, and no one would ever know you had a superpower. So you wouldn't have people, trying to find you or anything like that.
Okay, this is illegal, but like literally, you can just hack into accounts easily. Like, find a way for them to think about their username and password, or for whatever banking, YouTube, I don't know, whatever, iFunny. But right there, like you have unlimited potential with it. Basically, you can get anything you want.
Anything.
I would like to teleport because reading minds would be fun, but I don't think I could handle what people actually think about me. So.
Honestly, though, the thing is, they would be thinking about you. But if you have the ability to people please and do say whatever they want, more times than not, they're going to think good of you to an extent. But it depends. I don't know. It's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery.
Yeah.
How do you say slippery?
Slippery.
Thank you.
Slippery. Yeah. Slippity. I want also time travel though. That seems so cool, but there's so many like time travel rules that would have to go into it. Like I don't know. That one like there's too much that could go wrong with it, but it seems so cool to have it.
It would be cool.
That and also like something like immortality or like healing factor, where like Deadpool, where you can't die realistically, or where you're just immortal. They seem cool, but I wonder how long they would be cool for before you're like, just want to off yourself, but you can't. Yeah. It depends, but I don't know. Those are always like the ones I've really been into. But since you've thought about this a lot, I don't know. Is it just you've thought about your superpower life, or are you a comic book or like superhero nerd? I don't know. Like where do you fall?
I mean, I'd say I'm a superhero nerd, but like I always just, I daydream a lot, and I was like, what would be like the ideal combination of superpowers to do anything you wanted, but like not be known? And
yeah.
The combination would be shape-shifting and being able to read minds, because then you can turn into anybody they're thinking about and be exactly who you want them to be, so you can get away with anything you want.
Even though I wouldn't want this as my number one power, but if right there you can combine both kind of and just do like mind control. You're set right there. You got
That's
both,
true. But then like mind control can be like, it can almost be tracked, because then someone would do something that they're not, they wouldn't be in the moment. They'd be like, oh, what happened? So, there's kind of like a paper trail. I mean,
true.
The shape-shifting,
depends
there's
how you
also
use
a paper
it.
trail too, right? But,
Yeah, because if you're like, oh, I met with David this week. Yeah, no, I was in Canada or whatever. Like if you have to use it carefully both ways. Yeah. Basically.
I like to be a little more honest, even if I have superpowers.
I'm not saying that like I'd use it to do like terrible things, but like just like if you wanted to go do something, you could do whatever you want. Yeah. Not to harm anybody, but just like first.
That's kind of why I would want like immortality or something, just because like I could live my life and just like enjoy it without like the fear of like death or like or healing factor or just like dying wherever. Because you're right there, like you're not harming anyone. Like you can't get away with much in that sense unless you're trying to like go in war and you can't be killed. I don't know, but it depends. Like there's so many ways you can use them. Really.
It's true.
I'm sticking with teleportation.
No, that's a good one. Yeah, like that or like flight would be cool, but it's a little overrated because
I'm scared of heights.
Get caught so fast.
So.
I'm kind of afraid of heights, but not to like a paralyzing degree. It depends.
It's a paralyzing degree for me.
Heights are
I don't know. I want to go skydiving, so it's not as paralyzing for me.
You're on your own for that one.
No, I've convinced myself. I'm peer pressuring a friend into it. Like, as soon as I have the money and like I'm down and I can do it, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, we're skydiving next week." What? You don't remember us saying yes? No, you're doing it. Come on.
Gaslight them into it.
Gaslight,
genius. What could go
gatekeep
wrong?
girl boss.
Oh.
Just the parachute doesn't open. Well, I was gonna ask, like, are you into like all like the comic book movies like Marvel, DC, or are you sick of them like a lot of people? I don't know. Where do you fall there?
I really liked Marvel at the beginning, but I feel like they've just been making the same movie over and over and over, but for all of their movies. I'm really tired of like the bigger than life, part of the movie, which is like the whole thing. Or, like,
Also,
it's
their
the end of
humor
the
has gotten so
world
old.
every single
Yeah,
time we
too.
make a movie. It's the end of the world. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm tired of like their like quippy one-liners that they have to sneak in every 5 seconds because they want to have a funny joke or something. It sucks.
Yeah, like the new Batman movie they released. It wasn't perfect.
Oh, that
but
was good.
I really liked how the villain was just a person.
Yeah.
And he just
Yeah.
did. He followed his corrupt moral compass, but he did what he did to become a villain.
He's a 4chan user.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It was cool to not like see, oh my goodness, this guy's gonna end the world. Like, it's so boring when every single movie that gets made is just the world's gonna end. Like, come on, stop. The stakes don't mean anything when every movie's the same.
I've never really cared for DC, but Batman movies and also the people hate the 2016 Suicide Squad, but the newer one, I adore that movie. It's phenomenal. But I'll say that I've never cared for the characters in DC as much. I guess it's like they take themselves too seriously at times, where like Marvel does the opposite. Like,
yeah, I think
I can really only tolerate so much with Marvel.
Yeah, there's definitely like a balancing. Like, I think Marvel's definitely more comedic, whereas DC's a lot more serious.
Yeah.
But like, I really liked. I don't remember when it came out, but like the DC cartoon. When it was like 2001, I don't know, but it's like I grew up watching that, and I really love DC heroes because of that. And every time I see a DC movie come out about a hero that I cared about, like the Flash is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
I watch it and I'm just so disappointed because I feel like they like everything they did in that animation and like the TV show that they had. It was like the characters were like being developed, and even though it was a
there's
kid
more
show,
character development.
Yeah, it was better than the movies because the characters were actually interesting, and they had traits and flaws, and it wasn't just boring action.
There wasn't like a. Yeah, I'm curious about the new Flash movie just because Ezra Miller, I think, is the person behind it, like the Flash.
Yeah.
He's trying to commit every crime in the book before that movie gets released. Like I have to find a list of them, but the crimes he's committed, like I think he started a cult at one point, like arson, like legitimately, like it just seems like a meme. But no, like the last like year, he's just been like on a spiral. I know nothing about him or like how the movie is going, whatever. But I'm just like they're still releasing it after he's committed like dozens of crimes.
My hopes for that movie are at absolute zero. After watching the trailer,
I get that.
That movie has absolutely no idea what it's trying to be. It has like four different plots going on, and I'm like,
oh god,
no. It's
the only superhero movie I'm excited for is Deadpool 3. I just love the Deadpool movies.
The
Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds
movies are
is the
so
reason
fun.
why.
Let's go.
Ryan Reynolds.
I'm excited for that.
Like, even if it's bad, it has Ryan Reynolds in it, so it's just gonna be
This
funny
is a
anyways.
perfect segue into celebrity crushes.
Oh god. Is
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds
Reynolds
one of your celebrity crush? Yeah. You know what? I agree.
I love. He's
That's
such
all
a
our
funny
answers.
actor. I mean,
He's
I've
a
never.
good person. He seems like, or I can't speak as him as a person, but from what I've seen at least.
Yeah, like from what I've seen as well, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I don't know what he's like in real life, but he seems like a really nice guy, and he's funny to watch.
He's Canadian, isn't he? There's the reason.
I think he was born in Canada, but he doesn't live here anymore.
If he's born
Honestly,
in Canada,
best
and
combination.
still,
Yeah, he's still
he
Canadian.
might have. Yeah, but he
Yeah, he's
probably
not
has an
Hawaiian
American
now.
citizenship.
He lives in America.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite actors. He's so funny.
I haven't even seen that much he's in I could think of, but I've loved everything he's in. Like the Deadpool movies, Free Guy. I know people hate Green Lantern. I know about that.
I have seen Green Lantern.
He was
I don't know if
the
it's
only good part of Green Lantern. That movie was kind of an abomination. I don't know
if
Green
it's like
Lantern
an end credit scene or what.
has been done the most dirty out of like any superhero. I feel like I don't know, because his
like
power's so
fair.
interesting. But I feel like every time he ever gets seen, it's just bad.
Even though he seems cool. Green Lantern just feels like one of the lamest heroes, like along with like Aquaman. Like they have cool stuff, but they seem like they just like are done so poorly every time.
Yeah.
But there's like I don't know if it's a post credit scene or actually a scene in the movie, but in Deadpool 2, I think, like when he's like cleaning up the timeline, or whatever, he goes back to when he got the script for Green Lantern and shoots himself. Like, you know what? Even he acknowledges how bad it was.
Yeah,
like, you know what? I give him. He's self aware.
It was not a great movie.
Yeah, I need to watch it one day. Like, probably like the worst superhero movie I've seen so far is like Captain Marvel or like the original like Hulk movie that they made like early Marvel.
Oh my
that
goodness,
sucked.
that one. Is rough.
Also the second Thor movie that was god awful. I hated that one.
Speaking of controversial movies, the new Thor movie, that is probably one of my most favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah,
because you know.
Wait, really? The like what Love and Thunder or whatever it's called.
I
I've
know
not seen
what it was
Love and
about
Thunder
it,
or Ragnarok.
but like a lot of people disliked it because like it wasn't serious. But I feel like
because it's current day Marvel, that's why.
Yeah, I mean I can see that, but at the same time, it does the Marvel formula of like bigger than life villain. It's gonna destroy the world, but it takes it so unserious the entire time. It's just it may not be a good movie, but it's very enjoyable to watch
it's a fun
because
movie.
of just the shenanigans that happen in the movie.
Yeah,
That's
Thor
fair.
Ragnarok
That's why
and
I
Love
love
and Thunder are really good movies. Like I love Thor Ragnarok so much.
The Ragnarok I've heard only amazing things about. I got so tired of Marvel that I kind of just didn't bother. I haven't seen
you need
Black
to
Panther
watch
or
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Those are like the only two I haven't seen. I don't know why. That and I need to see like the new Guardians movie. I've heard great things about that so far. Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians. They have been lucky and their movies have been pretty solid.
Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People, Dylan?
That's a
what?
Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
I've never even heard of that.
Okay, you need to watch that. You need to watch Love and Thunder and Thor Ragnarok because they're all directed by like the same guy, and it's like New Zealand humor, and it's hilarious. And those movies are really good because they're not American directed.
Here's a segue that like, for like that's not even a topic, but yeah, Royals by Lorde. She's from New Zealand. It turned 10 years old like yesterday.
Oh my goodness!
I feel
really?
old. I love all her music. Lorde is a fantastic artist, but I feel old, man. I remember that song coming out.
Yeah, I remember Royals being like
it was everywhere.
She's 10 years old.
Yeah, being on my playlist.
Yeah. She was 15 years old when it released. I found out. Like damn.
Oh,
when
Billie Eilish was like 16 when her first album came out too. So.
Oh no, think about when Ocean Eyes released. Wasn't she like 13 or something?
No, I think she was like 15 or 16.
But still, she was insanely young. And that song kind of blew up. Because I remember I found Billie Eilish from someone I was talking to back in early 2018. It was back when Don't Smile at Me was out, but not like any of the singles leading up to When We Fall Asleep. I don't think like not even Lovely. Like I remember watching like the Bellyache music video. You know, she still had the avocado username, whatever it was. In your Instagram. Do you remember that?
No, I don't even think I listened to her at that point.
Oh, like I'm forgetting what it's called, but she has like some super long name. But when We Fall Asleep came out, she changed it like sometime around there to Billie Eilish. You know, because you had to be more professional. Like it was cool discovering her back when she was known, but not a global superstar.
Oh, so she was 13 when she made Ocean Eyes.
Oh, see, I know my Billie Eilish lore. I was a diehard fan of her for like a year or so. I still love her music.
She's a year older than me.
Yeah, like, seeing the talent, like, I mean, look at, I know hip hop's not really your genre. Like, all the SoundCloud era of, like, rappers, a lot of them that are dead now, sadly, like the big ones, but they were, like, 17 or whatever when, like, they were, like, global superstars, like, blowing up, changing the genre completely. The innovation that comes from like younger artists is insane in current day. Like it's because it's so widely available to make music. If you have a phone like and a mic or even headphones, you could basically record. You know.
Yeah.
So like it's so widely available. Where back in 70s, 80s, it was harder to even afford instruments to go make the music you wanted to. So it was more not niche, but there's a barrier of entry before you could even get into it to see if you liked it. Back then.
It is true.
Okay, we've completely strayed off this. Besides Ryan Reynolds, any celebrities you guys like? we went on a tangent for a while.
Chris Hemsworth.
Fair, basic.
Thor.
I don't know. Considering how much you talked about you loving Thor, makes sense. Yeah.
Hey, the first 2 movies were rough, but
The first
Ragnarok
one was decent.
completely
I liked
changed the game.
It the first one was good. The second one sucked. My favorite has to be Iron Man. They weren't even amazing, but they were solid across the board. Or the first one was amazing, but at least they stood solid every movie.
Yeah.
What about you,
did.
Kobe?
Stayed pretty.
You have any other celebrity crushes? Any interesting ones?
You do, Kobe?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know celebrities by their names.
Valid.
What do you know them by?
There are very few celebrities that I know them by their names. I only really know them by their roles and what they play in movies. I don't know.
That's fair.
My brain's never
for
really,
actors and
wrapped
actresses.
around
That's kind of where I fall.
idolizing celebrities and knowing their names. There's a select few, like Ryan Reynolds, who I really like, but
ones that have a bigger meaning to you, meaningful, basically.
But generally
That's
speaking, if you name celebrities, I'm just I don't know.
I love how you said there's a select few and then you list one celebrity.
I can't think of anyone else other than Ryan Reynolds that.
You just love Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
He really does.
You know what? I already have the thumbnail done, but I'm just going to poorly edit Ryan Reynolds over one of us.
I mean, I really liked Chris Pratt for a long time. I'm not the
Chris
biggest.
Pratt.
I really like him in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm not his biggest fan as I used to be anymore.
I liked him in Parks and Rec. I enjoy that show, even though people hate or love it. It's no in between. It feels like,
It's true.
But I've enjoyed Parks and Rec. The Office, I have a love for it, but I'm tired of the 14-year-old girls saying this is my personality. Yeah, I want to hurt myself every time I see Office clips now. I'm tired of it, man.
That's fair.
It used to be so good.
Yeah. I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy from The Office who plays Jim.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, whatever. The projects he's gone to do since then, I love the way he acts.
Silent place.
Yeah, he's in A Silent Place, and he did a really good job in that movie.
I need to really
even though he wasn't really in the second one, but
what if people haven't seen it?
Who cares? I mean, you're seeing an actor that's
been
in
out
it.
for
You can find that
2
one. Well, that, but
Or a
also you know what actors are in a movie if you watch it. Too.
It's true.
It's not like I watched Deadpool and I'm just like, oh my god, Ryan Reynolds is in it.
I also
I can't believe this.
I'm pretty sure he also helped direct A Silent Place.
I need to watch it. There's so many movies I need to catch up on. I think I'm going to watch, I don't know if I'm watching it today, but the next one is definitely going to be Shrek 2. I need to watch the sequel finally. Yeah, because I'm excited for it now.
Oh yeah, Dylan.
Since I've finally seen Shrek.
Shrek for the first time, last month.
What the hell?
Yeah. 19 years.
He's too stunned to speak.
I mean, I wasn't allowed to watch Shrek too much growing up because my
What?
mom didn't like it, but
okay.
I've still seen it.
Oh, I thought she was going to be it worships the devil. He's an ogre.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob because it annoyed my mom.
Yeah,
Oh, again, I thought it was gonna be a religious dance,
No, we were allowed. We're allowed. I'm allowed to celebrate Halloween. My grandpa would come trick or treating with us when we were kids. So, no,
I mean,
my family's not really.
I've never been walled off, protected from movies, or I mean, just actually messed up ones, but I never had that type of stuff. So it's always weird hearing about.
I
just grew up on Disney Channel though. Back in the day.
I wasn't really restricted with media. I just never watched anything.
That's fair. You're too busy watching X-Files.
Yeah, I was too busy watching the X-Files, which is what my parents introduced me to the X-Files, so I knew I could watch it.
Yeah.
But, the one time my mom said I couldn't watch a show was Bohemian Rhapsody, but then me and my dad watched it on the plane on the way to Las Vegas. So I was like, okay,
it's funny.
It's fine.
That movie is kind of why we became friends, weirdly enough.
Yeah, this
Bohemian Raspberry. Classic,
Classic.
For real celebrity crushes, though, these are old ones I had. But I had a big crush on Debbie Ryan back in the day when I was younger.
Oh my
which
goodness.
I feel like people meme on it so hard. why do people hate her? I don't even like keep up with her anymore. But like, bruh, I'm judged so much for that one. I don't know why. And then this one's not or cringy at the time, but like she looks fine. Like or she looks good now. But Grace Vanderwaal, like the winner of like America's Got Talent back in like 2016. She was literally like my age when she was on it, basically. So, she was like that girl with a ukulele. I don't even know if you know her.
I kind of do.
We talked about it. We talked about it in the second episode. Another flashback. Because she might have opened for the Imagine Dragons show.
Oh, right,
or she did for some of them, but I don't know about for your day. I don't know. And it was funny enough, like, another name drop. I don't know if this is in the first recording or the real one right now, but Yugi, Nick, whatever. She goes by different stuff, but the person who does a lot of the fan art for me, she posted about like the Foo Fighter like and tour announcement, whatever. And I guess for the date, if she goes, I don't know if she is. Hot Milk, a band I saw like last year that was like small, is like opening for them, like Foo Fighters. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, like it's always cool seeing like a small band like that when they're smaller and it's like them blow up. It was weird to see it this morning. Or this afternoon, whatever. I don't keep track of time.
It could have been the morning for you, but afternoon for everybody else.
It could have been tomorrow.
Yeah. Time is hard.
And okay, this is like the last one I could really think of that I had a big crush on. But there's this random like YouTuber. I think she was on like Britain's Got Talent, but I didn't know her from there. She was like 5 when she was on there. But she's like a cover YouTuber. I think Connie Talbot, whatever. I don't know why, but like I think I just watched the covers and I liked her a lot when I was like way younger. But those are like the only ones I could think of like for back in the day. I don't know. You have any more interesting ones, PB?
Or no, Kobe? I'm just waiting for anime crushes because my list is big.
No, you're way more attracted to animations than you are real people.
It's because they're written really well.
No, it's not. You simp for every anime character.
Not everyone. I'm very picky.
Most.
I've just seen a lot of animes.
It feels like most. True. That's you watch way too many animes. I only have like 2 I could kind of say, but they're not even crushes. I've seen like 3 animes ever. I don't know. Like Kobe, any more celebrity crushes, current day, childhood ones, or are we good for anime?
Yeah, any childhood ones?
Not really.
Yeah, because all the ones I listed are for childhood.
Does Billie Eilish count? She's definitely one of my celebrity crushes.
I mean, I think she is for everyone. Like, you know, I guess a current day one. It's not even like I just love Paramore in general, but Hayley Williams, like, I'll simp for Hayley Williams. What happened there? Did you fall?
No, he keeps hitting his leg on the table.
I thought you just fell over. Life alert.
Yeah.
The chair I'm sitting in is not comfortable, so I keep moving.
You said it was comfy.
It's comfy when you can sit all the way in it. But I have to sit on the edge of it.
That's fair.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. Current day one, maybe Hayley Williams. I don't really have like any big celebrity crushes current day. Like I could say someone's attractive, but it's not like I'm like a teenager like being like, oh my god, I don't care nowadays as much.
Kobe's also waiting in anticipation for the anime crushes.
Okay, so he has no more childhood ones. Okay, what you anime freaks? Who do you like? Who are you attracted to?
I mean, there's so many.
Oh god,
literally so many.
And I'm just gonna sit back. You guys have fun. Like, or I'll say my 2 because then I'm just gonna chill here.
2? Only 2?
I've watched 3 animes ever.
Oh, okay,
what do you expect?
That's fine.
Me have 20 crushes from 3 animes?
2 out of 3 is
every single female. Yeah, like Death Note. Like I don't know, like that. I don't really care for anyone there. like crush.
Not even Misa.
Yeah, she's overrated. Like she's a good character, but like I won't simp for her.
I will.
She's more annoying than anything. I loved her in the show, but I don't know.
She deserves better.
I'll simp for Spy Family. Yeah,
Spy
easily.
Family?
I love Spy Family across the board. That's why. And then I don't even know if this is really a crush, but Misaka, I guess. I don't know. Those are like the only 2. Like,
Misaka?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Like those are only 2 possibly.
Wait, Hisaka or Misaka?
Or Mikasa. I don't know. I'm not a weeb.
Mikasa.
Okay.
Mikasa.
Yeah.
From Attack on Titan.
Okay, Aaron. I'm simping for Aaron. I'll change my answer.
No. Mikasa's the right answer.
No, I enjoy Aaron and like him trying to destroy the world or whatever trip he's on this next episode.
Yeah, who knows? Okay, Kobe.
He's bipolar every episode, it feels like.
There's too many.
Just start with
Not gonna
Jujutsu
say any.
Kaisen and then go into every other one. We brought up Spy Family, so
There's
Every
only,
like,
character in
two
Spy
available-
Family. Well,
There's, like,
every
two
adult
people in Spy
character
Family you
in
could
Spy
say.
Family.
Yeah, I was gonna be concerned if you said Anya.
But like, I love
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Lloyd's friend. I don't remember his name. He's super funny. I love him.
Oh, like I know, but Anya always calls him like Scruffy or whatever. I think
Yes,
that's
Scruffy.
kidding.
I don't know. His character is just so cute and adorable. I love him. Same. I mean, Yor is incredible.
Yeah.
Power to female.
I want more
characters in
Yor
anime.
episodes. We need another Yor episode
Yes.
next season.
Give
We
us
barely
more
got any.
Yor.
No, seriously though, like she has such a cool plot and like backstory that we have not got expanded yet in the show.
Well,
for the
like, did you
anime.
know the writer who's writing Spy X Family actually hates writing Spy X Family? Like, he
I
doesn't
hate that
like.
you're saying X in the name.
Yeah, it's Spy Family. You
I
know
know,
how
I just-
Hunter is pronounced
Yeah,
Hunter.
I just my brain hasn't jimble jambled it.
Okay. Carry on.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, but he hates
The
writing.
writer for
I don't
Spy
know.
Family does not like writing Spy Family.
Huh? I didn't know that.
But like,
I've
he's
only-
incredible
I have-
at writing it, even though he doesn't like writing it.
Yeah, I have the first 5 mangas for it, so I'm not even up to the anime. Like, I'm slowly just buying them while I wait for the new season. So I don't know anything behind the scenes. Like, I'm trying not to spoil, like, the little bit that they're ahead in the manga, for the show. I don't know. I'm always the type to watch anime first before the manga. At least current day.
Kobe read Chainsaw Man before, and we're not watching it until the second season comes out, apparently.
Yeah,
I still need to watch it.
'Cause
it's only
Chainsaw
12
Man-
episodes.
yeah, it's 12 episodes. I am incredibly disappointed that they only did 12 episodes, but I also understand it because Chainsaw Man is such a phenomenal anime that, like, if you had to split it up, I feel like the way they split it up is okay, because in the 12 episodes, you don't even, like, from what I've been told, I haven't watched it, but, like, from people who
Yeah.
have watched it and told me where it gets to, they don't even get into, like, the actual plot of the anime, and the plot
It doesn't scratch,
accelerates
like, the
at
surface.
such a pace. Like, I think I don't remember what book they get to, but it's only 13 volumes.
Oh,
I mean, I guess not volume. Manga's really weird.
right.
But, like, there's only
I
13
know
books you can
chapters
buy.
or book,
right?
yeah. Like, are they still writing them, or is it 13 and like it's
So,
over? Okay.
There's 13, and then the story is gonna, like, from what I've heard, it's gonna, like, really shift to, like, a different way to tell the story, because the main character Denji, I'm not gonna get into anything, but, like, the story's just gonna shift
Just
from what
like
I've heard.
spoils it.
But yeah, like, the way that the manga is written, it's phenomenal, and it just really keeps you guessing the entire time, and it's really sad, but it's so good.
I'll tell you what kept me guessing. Trigun.
Trigun wasn't. Both Triguns are insane.
Yeah, Trigun Stampede, and then we're almost done Trigun, and we are taking another brief intermission because I'm in shambles.
It is
We
heartbreaking.
watched, like, I think the second last, no, it was
Yeah, second
one of the last
episode.
episodes, and we were shooketh.
Trigun is a phenomenal show, and I wish I watched it. I wish I watched the original sooner. The remake, anyone who's hating on it because it doesn't look like the original,
It's
stop
not
hating
supposed
it.
to.
Watch it. It's incredible. It's phenomenal. The art style, for the first couple episodes, it's kind of bad, but then once you get used to it, the show really, like, takes a hold of the style and uses it in a way that, like, although it doesn't look as stunning as other anime, with the style the show is going for and, like, the mood that it's hitting, the style really comes into its own, and it's so good.
So, Dylan, I don't know if you can tell, but it's one of our
No,
hyperfixations.
No, you guys love it. I could tell. I'm burnt out. I'm not even burnt out on anime, but I hate long animes. Like, I've enjoyed, like, the first, like, 10-ish episodes of Watch the Dragon Ball, but I'm already just wishing that it was, like, over sooner. It's like, please.
I think
It's
Trigun
good,
Stampede's
but-
only 12
Yeah,
episodes.
Trigun's 12 episodes. If you want good anime, this is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, and it's gonna be super unpopular that I'm saying this. Don't watch old anime until you have an appreciation for anime, because old anime are really hard to get into, but once you can get into them, they're amazing shows.
Honestly, no, I've enjoyed Dragon Ball. I hate watching something when it's that long. Like back when I got into The Walking Dead, I watched all from. I never watched it when it was airing, besides like the last season, but it was just a struggle to get through with knowing how many episodes there were. But I have appreciation
Dragon Ball
for it.
Is I've watched. I don't remember how much I watched, but it is an incredibly slow show, and that's just because it's a product of its time. Like it's incredible
all
once you
anime
get into
is.
it.
It's so much filler. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like Naruto, One Punch Man, One Piece, like all of them. Like even though they're adored, you have to really dedicate yourself to it if you're going to get through them.
Yeah, and basically. That's why I like to anyone who wants to get into anime. Like it's like start with something that's phenomenal. Like start with Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer just like it has
or Attack on Titan.
Like 4 slow episodes, and then it just goes off, and it just keeps getting better and better.
For me, the best one to start with, not best, but I start with Death Note. I adored it. Then I watched Attack on Titan, Spy Family. I watched like one episode of like I think it was like Terra and Resins or whatever the hell it's called. It was okay. I just didn't get into it crazy, so I didn't continue. Dragon Ball, and then I have a list of anime to watch.
Yeah, don't.
I just need to get time into it.
Don't be like me and start with Black Butler, and then Vampire Knight, and then Death Note.
So like I assume those are not that good or not to the same degree.
Black Butler is really good. It's just it takes kind of the satanic. It takes a weird stance on Christianity. A lot of animes do. But
I care less about that. I'm there for the story.
Clowned on in anime.
I know, I love it
all the time. It's so funny.
But
oh god, we're
Vampire Knight
controversy here.
Is like Vampire Knight is the whole plot of it is she's trying to get with her brother. So
okay,
it was wild. I was just watching it for this one guy because he was. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's get back to the anime crushes because you guys are going on a tangent.
Yeah, come on, Coco.
We'll list them
We're
off
not focused. We're just focusing on the characters we like.
Sorry,
we're not doing an artistic review of anime.
Really love. There's just so much to love about anime. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm not going to say it either because we don't have it confirmed. Again, just promising guests that we don't have. But if we get the one that I'm thinking of, I really need to catch up on anime. Like we will have an anime themed episode eventually, but I'm going to watch like at least 4 or 5 like 12 episode animes, like catch up on some.
Yeah, you've got plenty of time in the day. Come on, get watching.
Okay, I'm watching it while we do it. Like I'll just have a tab open.
We got Gojo. Everybody loves Gojo.
Oh my goodness.
Same anime. We have Nobra. She's one of my favorite female characters ever.
Very well written.
So phenomenal writing from the writer.
Don't forget about Nanami.
We also love Nanami. Nanami goes hard. I love him. All the characters in that show are phenomenal.
Yeah, actually.
Although if anyone simps for Mahito or Mahito, whatever you want to call him, die. I hate all of you. You know what you did. You know what he did. You're dead to me if you simp for him. That's all I have to say about him.
What did I get myself into here?
Yeah, I don't know what I got myself into either.
I'm just sitting here and like you guys are speaking like for all I know you're speaking fluent Japanese. I don't know what's going on.
I don't actually simp for anyone too hard in Demon Slayer. I just like the characters. I don't know. Demon Slayer, it's just fun to watch and to read. I don't really like the story's okay. I mean, it's good. I love it to death, but like none of the characters.
I took a turn. It was okay. It's good. I love it.
Yeah, I have really mixed opinions on it because I really love it, but like I don't really have an attachment to any of the characters. They're just good characters.
Yeah.
One of my really big anime crushes is Joseph Joestar.
True.
Isn't that JoJo's, right?
Yeah.
Joseph Joestar is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He is my favorite.
And what's his name? Rohan Kishibe from Part 4. Slay. Him and I are the same age. Yeah. That was shocking to me because I thought
Caesar,
he was like 40.
I love Caesar.
Oh yeah.
Caesar salad is my favorite.
Little Caesars is my favorite anime protagonist.
Yeah, Little Caesars is my favorite.
Bubble Boy.
Oops. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Can't believe it.
What are you doing? Okay. Well, back to Trigun Stampede. Vash the Stampede.
True. Vash.
Vash.
Wolfwood.
Mm-hmm. Wolfwood. Meryl, honestly. Though.
Meryl Streep.
What's his name? Roberto?
Yeah, Roberto. I love Roberto.
Me too.
He's my favorite. He's probably. Yeah, he's
Big
probably my
Slay.
second favorite character.
Big Slay. And what's her name in Trigun? Millie.
Millie, I love Millie too.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
Millie is a slay. All the characters in that show, I love. And so many. That's the thing. Anime has so many likable characters, whereas movies have so many characters that just like, shut up. I don't want to hear you talk anymore.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching movies and TV
No, I think
shows.
that's just you guys being attracted to animations more than people. I don't have that experience. Or depends what shows you're watching. If
Well,
you're
you
watching
also
like sitcoms, then yes.
you haven't watched that many animes. So my sister started watching anime a little bit before I did, and I was so confused. Oh, one of my anime crushes is Sebastian from Black Butler, obviously. But I was confused on why she was like so obsessed over Sebastian from Black Butler. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, it's coming together.
Well,
and then you watch more
I get the
and more and you're
obsessions,
like,
but like I don't have the opinion of like wanting people to shut up in live action. I think that just you guys live in anime too much.
No, I think that
I've never had that.
I'm a very spiteful watcher.
he is.
Oh, I get that. Like I've hate watched some shows before, like movies.
I-
But the whole Resident Evil like film franchise, the last like half of them, I've been like watching and like wanting the characters to die. I will watch them all, but I hate it at this
This
point.
is another thing too, is I have hated chick flicks my whole life, but I watched a K-drama a little while ago and I was obsessed with it. So like, you know, I think it's just the way it's written, because like chick flicks are all like smushing booties kind of thing, and then K-dramas are like, have they held hands yet? I need to know. They looked at each other. This is big.
Yeah, I
In
think
the last year, I've seen so many friends become obsessed with K-dramas. I need to check one out one day.
I don't know. American writing is just becoming really stale and repetitive. There's not a lot of like original movies coming out that are like trying to be their own thing. I mean, of course there always are going to be
But not-
movies.
Yeah.
that
Not
come out.
mainstream
Yeah.
media,
But, like,
that is.
Yeah, there's just so many movies that come out that are just like the same movie copy and pasted, and I
Yeah,
think that's
just
where
to make money, and it's annoying.
No, the typical like formula is okay. Let's find an old film franchise, pay an old actor like a legacy character, bring them back, hope people that watch the original come and watch it, and make money off it. Like that's so many film franchises like current day. Like, that's all it is. Or like a blockbuster Marvel or DC movie. That's about the extent of movies the last few years. It feels like.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean, the
excited for
Mario
John Wick
movie.
4 though.
The Mario movie kind of went off. I'm not
the
gonna
Mario
lie.
movie was hilarious.
I'm disappointed. I haven't watched it, but I had the chance. I don't know if you guys saw it, but on Twitter, someone posted an entire Mario movie on Twitter and got like Nintendo, like DC, like MA or whatever it's called, like copy strike them wherever like the term is for it, just so that it got taken down.
Don't
But I was
mess,
tempted to watch it there.
Don't mess with Nintendo. They have sued their fans for millions of dollars for.
Oh no,
taking
they
their
are
games.
terrifying.
Yeah,
No,
Nintendo's not a company to mess with.
Like back when Breath of the Wild came out, like on the Wii U, from what I know, like you couldn't even like play Nintendo games on YouTube without your video game taken down. Like it was that bad. Like 2016 still. I don't get like what
Yeah, it was.
they all the
Nintendo-
people there are boomers. Still feels like.
Yeah, well, the thing Nintendo has, they've gotten slightly better with it. They're still Nintendo as a company. You know, they're a pretty terrible company to
Yeah,
be a customer
they are.
of because they don't really care about you too much. But at the same time, they're one of the best companies because most of the time when they release a product, it is a very good product. You know,
And it's done. It's not like
Tears of the
Cyberpunk
Kingdom.
or
I don't know
Yeah.
if I know you haven't played it, but that game from the 25 hours that I've played, phenomenal game. You know, so many games they release and so many things they release are really well done that have thought and effort put into them. Whereas like other companies, they're just disgusting money grabs that cost you $90 that you play
they're a
for.
horrible company, but they know how to make games basically. And also, the game prices never go down for Nintendo though. I hate that.
Yeah, Nintendo never
the-
lowers their prices unless
No,
it's on
it's-
their
it's-
eShop. But everything else,
And even then, it's not as often, or at least like any PlayStation, Xbox games, even Steam, honestly, like they have sales all the time. But you could, at least find some bundles or a cheap game here and there. Nintendo, it's $60 or nothing. Like, And
Yeah,
also, screw the Joy-Con drift. I hate it so much.
Joy-Con drift is a pain in the butt. At least they fix it for you for free if you send it to them, though.
Yeah, I did that once. Where actually, Sony, screw them. I've had, 2 controllers have controller drift. Luckily, I had warranty on, the current one. I just got, a one with warranty. But screw them. They do not care about their customers whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any more anime crushes, or do you guys want to end it? I don't know.
I think we should end it because if Kobe talks about an anime character, he's gonna go on a review.
Both of you.
Obsession.
I was just going off on the characters.
But no, we'll have both. Yeah, but I'm saying you both will go on tangents about it for an hour. You know what? Yeah. Patreon exclusive episode where you guys just list off anime characters for an hour.
True.
For future reference.
Kobe gives his unsolicited opinions on all of the animes.
I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be people they have our 10 viewers that actually want I feel like a lot of our viewers are into anime, so they want to hear more.
Probably. If they're coming from my account, then that means they actually care about me as a person, and I cosplay, so that means they definitely watch some anime.
They care about our nerdy topics more
exactly.
than I expected.
Tell me to come back and talk about anime for an hour, and I will.
Okay, all right.
He was so hard to get on to the podcast, but now he's ready at the drop of a dime just to talk about anime.
Just give me an entire episode to myself. I'll host it by myself. I'll just steal your podcast for an episode,
to yourself.
And I'll just talk about my anime opinions for an hour.
Perfect.
Honestly, I'd be down. But we need to do Q&A and ask what our or not even Q&A, but just see what our fans like. Ask what topics they enjoy most, what they want to hear more of. We should see one day.
Bold of you to assume that they'll actually give us feedback.
Okay, true, but we'll force them to. I don't know. We'll take away their pillows at night if they don't.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed the podcast, like the video, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Leave a comment about your favorite anime. I don't know. Leave a comment about whatever. I don't care.
Your unsolicited opinions, we will read them.
I actually do read the comments, but still, screw you guys.
I read the comments
just spiteful towards them. No, I do too, because I see in the YouTube studio. But anyway, if you're listening on Spotify, download, follow the podcast, keep listening. If we actually get money, maybe we'll do IRL podcasts. Maybe. Who knows? Please. We're desperate. Okay. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. We have some guests. Not lined up. They didn't agree to it, but we'll force them. So
yes.
You have some stuff to look forward to. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.